नमस्कार। केही दिन अघि जब सिक्किमको एकमात्र लोकसभा सिटको निम्ति नामाङ्कन नोमिनेसन्स भइरहेको थियो, यसमा एउटा विवाद उत्पन्न भएको थियो, एउटा चर्चा आएको थियो कि एउटा नामलाई लिएर चर्चा भएको थियो जो हो श्यामल पाल। यसमा चर्चा के भएको थियो, कन्ट्रोभर्सी के भएको थियो भन्दाखेरि के गैर सिक्किमिज नन सिक्किमेले जो सिक्किमको एकमात्र लोकसभा सिट छ यसमा नामाङ्कन भरेर के सिक्किमेलाई प्रतिनिधित्व गर्न सक्छ, के यो प्रक्रिया सही हो भन्ने प्रश्नहरू अघि आएको थियो भने यी धेरै प्रश्नहरू विषय साथै अन्य धेरै विषयहरूमा चर्चा गर्नको निम्ति मिस्टर श्यामल पाल स्वयं मसँग हुनुहुन्छ आज मेरो स्टुडियोमा। भने उहाँको जुन यो नामाङ्कन भएको छ साथै उहाँको जुन ब्याकग्राउन्ड छ र के विषयमा उहाँ यस वर्षको सिक्किमको एकमात्र लोकसभा सिटको निम्ति इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेटको रूपमा खडा हुनुभएको छ, यस विषयमा चर्चा गर्नको निम्ति उहाँ मसँग हुनुहुन्छ। सर, तपाईँलाई स्वागत छ है विशेष गरी मेरो स्टुडियोमा। केही दिन अघि तपाईँलाई इन्ट्रोडक्सनमा भने अनुसार नै एउटा चर्चाको विषय बनेको थियो कि अहिले 14 जना क्यान्डिडेट्सहरू हुनुहुन्छ, यसमा एकजना क्यान्डिडेट नन सिक्किमे भएको र के नन सिक्किमिजले चाहिँ सिक्किमिजलाई प्रतिनिधित्व रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्न सक्छ पार्लियामेन्टमा भन्ने विषय पनि चर्चामा आएको थियो। भने के यो प्रक्रिया छ, यो प्रक्रिया सही हो भन्ने पनि प्रश्न आएको थियो है। र तपाईँले सर्वप्रथम हाम्रो दर्शकहरूलाई तपाईँको पृष्ठभूमि यो ब्याकग्राउन्ड बताइदिन सक्नुभयो भने सर।
सर्वप्रथम आई वुड लाइक टु थ्याङ्क यू पर्सनली मिस्टर बल राई फर कन्डक्टिङ दिस इभेन्ट। सुरुवातीमा म यो भन्नु चाहन्छु ईश्वरलाई साक्षी राखेर, बिकज वी हेभ टेकन ओथ अल द क्यान्डिडेट्स, हामी सबैजना मिलेर संविधानको अन्तर्गत हामीले ओथ लिएको अनि ओथको अन्तर्गत आजको दिनमा जुन जुन प्रक्रियाहरू हुँदैछ इलेक्सनको, इट इज अल ह्यापनिङ अन्डर द्याट ओथ टु द कन्स्टिट्युसन अफ इन्डिया, संविधानको अन्तर्गत। एज फार एज माई क्यान्डिडेचर इज कन्सर्न, मेरो प्रतिनिधित्व गर्ने हक छ कि छैन सिक्किमको लागि एज अ पार्लियामेन्टेरियन, त्यसको बारेमा चाहिँ फर्स्ट अफ अल आई वुड लाइक टु गिभ अ लिटल बिट अफ इन्ट्रोडक्सन अबाउट माइसेल्फ। म चाहिँ वे ब्याक इन 92-93 म चाहिँ सिक्किममा आएको थियो। त्यस बेलामा चाहिँ हाम्रो विख्यात चिफ मिनिस्टर साहब मिस्टर नरबहादुर भण्डारीजी हुनुहुन्थ्यो एन्ड द चिफ सेक्रेटरी वाज मिस्टर पीके प्रधान, वाज अल्सो द प्रेसिडेन्ट अफ द सिक्किम फुटबल एसोसिएसन। त्यस बेलामा चाहिँ हाम्रो सिक्किम फुटबल एसोसिएसनलाई मेरो एउटा नियुक्ति पत्र सिक्किम फुटबल एसोसिएसनले पाएको थियो फ्रम अल इन्डिया फुटबल फेडरेसन, एपोइन्टिङ मी एज अ नेसनल रेफरी फर द गभर्नर्स गोल्ड कप, विख्यात टुर्नामेन्ट हाम्रो त्यस बेलाको। अहिले पनि वी आर डुइङ भेरी वेल। अनि आई टुक द्याट अपर्च्युनिटी, आई केम हियर अनि द्याट वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम आई केम डाउन टु सिक्किम। विथ द ग्रेस अफ गड, ईश्वरको कृपाले मेरो पर्फर्मेन्स एकदम राम्रो थियो अनि इट वाज एप्रिसिएटेड बाई एभ्रिबडी इन्क्लुडिङ द टिम्स। दे फेल्ट द्याट आई वाज भेरी इम्पार्सियल एन्ड माई नलेज अबाउट द गेम, लज, रुल्स एन्ड रेगुलेसन सबै ठिकै थियो। द्याट इज वाट वाज द जनरल ओपिनियन। इभन प्रेसको पनि, एन्ड द्याट टाइम नेसनल प्रेस, इन्टरनेसनल प्रेस पनि दे वर एटेन्डिङ द गभर्नर्स गोल्ड कप। Towards the end part of the tournament, P.K. Pradhan sir, I would like to mention him specially. He called me as the president of the Sikkim Football Association. And मेरोसँग एउटा एकदम कन्फिडेन्शियल एउटा साक्षात्कार भयो, विच इज नाउ ओपन। उहाँले मलाई अफर दिनुभयो कि सिक्किममा हाम्रो रेफ्रिजहरूको अलिकति कमी कमजोरी देखिँदैछ, बिकज वी डोन्ट ह्याभ मच रेफ्रिज इन सिक्किम। यङ जेनेरेसन रेफ्रिजहरूलाई ट्रेनिङहरू दिएर एउटा लेभलमा लिएर आउनु, बिकज द्याट इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट। किन सिक्किमको आफ्नो लिग थियो, सिक्किमको आफ्नो इन्डिपेन्डेन्स कप थियो, गभर्नर्स गोल्ड कप वाज अ इन्टरनेसनल एन्ड नेसनल लेभल टुर्नामेन्ट। उहाँले मलाई अफर दिनुभयो कि इफ यु आर इन्ट्रेस्टेड, इफ यु फिल द्याट यु क्यान सपोर्ट अस, तपाईँलाई चाहिँ म अफर दिँदैछु कि यु बिकम अ सिक्किम रेफ्री। I was registered as a national referee with Bombay that time, Maharashtra. उहाँसँग कुरा गर्दाखेरि अनि उहाँको सिन्सियरिटी, अनेस्टी अनि लभ एन्ड एफेक्सन, इट टच्ड मी भेरी मच। सिक्किम त्यस बेलामा फर्स्ट टाइम आउँदाखेरि आई वाज इनामर्ड। मलाई त सिक्किम यति राम्रो लाग्यो, यति इट वाज एब्सोल्युटली आउटस्ट्यान्डिङ, ब्युटिफुल स्टेट, पिपल वर भेरी नाइस, पिपल वर भेरी गुड अनि इन्स्टेन्ट एउटा ऱ्यापो डेभलप भएको थियो पाल्जर स्टेडियममा वेन आई वाज डुइङ द म्याचेस। So I spoke to my seniors in Maharashtra. I was being trained by a very senior FIFA instructor, Mr. Alex Was. उहाँसँग कुरा गरेर उहाँको पर्मिसन लिएर म चाहिँ I agreed to become a Sikkim referee. And that was the turning point of my life. म चाहिँ त्यस बेलामा 92-93 मा I was getting ready to appear for the National Referees Examination conducted by the All India Football Federation. Fortunately, I got that chance that time to attend that examination as a Sikkim referee. मैले प्रिपेयर गरेको थियो। आई हेड इन्टरेक्टेड विथ सिनियर रेफ्रिज, all over India with whom I was in touch. Alex was a big help. And to my utter surprise, when the results came, I stood first as a Sikkim referee in the All India exams. So that was a very big thing for me. And according to Mr. P.K. Pradhan and all the other executive members of the Sikkim Football Association, that time, if I'm not wrong, Mr. Karma Yugir, Director Education, Deputy Director Education, he was the General Secretary. Jerry Basi, the present President, Mr. Menlai Thanpa, all these people, they were there. And they really encouraged me, and they were very happy that I stood first in the All India exam. This belama dekhi jun euta rapport established bhayo. I got that opportunity. I stood first in the All India exams because I got that opportunity from the Sikkim Football Association. And from that time onwards, I rose and I rose and I rose. I became a coach. I became an international coach. I was trained by Mr. Holger Aumann, FIFA instructor from Germany. I worked in the Nepal Football Academy for a long time, but I was always based in Gangtok and Sikkim. And I'm happy to share with you, today whatever I am, I will share with you. Today I am the partner for a huge project called Soccer Skills Pro, which is based in Europe, in Warsaw, Poland. And I've been working there as a partner for the whole of Asia. Sikkim ko lagi, Northeast ko lagi, एउटा जबरदस्त ठुलो एउटा project announce गर्ने वाला छु. Once I get everything in order, and that will show and prove that whatever love and affection I've got from Sikkim, which I'm still enduring, not only from the sporting fraternity and football, but from the general public people of Sikkim. Baisung Bhutia has played under me. Karma Lode, your recent forest minister, has played under me. Umpteen number of Nima Bhutia. Players who are of repute, players who have a good standing, they have all played under me, and I had the good fortune of interacting with them. धेरै राम्रो एउटा वातावरणमा मैले आफैलाई पाएँ अनि त्यसको लागि म कृतज्ञ छु, and I will remain, because we say that लाइफमा सबैभन्दा ठुलो quality for a human being is to be grateful. So we should be grateful to our parents, we should be grateful to our teachers, school principal, trainers. I'm grateful to you, I'm grateful to everyone out here. So that is the relationship that I have. And त्यसपछि, as I said, that since I wanted to do a lot of work after being based in Sikkim, मेरो सबै डकुमेन्ट्सहरू मैले मुम्बईबाट, महाराष्ट्रबाट, I got it transferred here. And since then, I think I'm a Sikkimist. त्यसमा चाहिँ के पनि शङ्का छैन. अनि if you Sikkim Chronicle or anyone for that matter, in fact, I'm grateful. म एकदम grateful to those people who have raised this question about whether I am competent or whether मेरो योग्यता छ सिक्किमलाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्नुको लागि पार्लियामेन्टमा. उहाँलाई चाहिँ एउटा टेक्निकल कुरा मलाई भन्नुपर्छ, किन द्याट इज द रिक्वायरमेन्ट विच एभ्री वान सुड नो. सिक्किममा बढी इभन अल ओभर इन्डिया अल्सो दिस मेसेज सुड गो. We are fighting these elections. Everyone is contesting this under the banner of the Election Commission of India. So the rules and regulations are sacrosanct and equal for everyone throughout the nation. All the states are under the Election Commission of India. What is the requirement? Who can contest? From which part? Any citizen of India. You can quote me, I'm saying it on your channel. Anybody who is a competent and authorized bona fide citizen of India can contest, provided his voting card, his voting registration is in that particular state from where he wants to contest. Number one requirement. Number two, he should not be a condemned criminal or something like that. He should not be a lawbreaker. That is another important thing. So when you complete these two sectors, that you are not a criminal, you have not been convicted, and also at the same time you are a registered voter, authentic registered voter of that state, you can contest from anywhere. To justify what I've said just now, to justify गर्छु अहिले, हाम्रो भाइचुङ भुटे, हाम्रो भाइ, he has contested from Bengal. So he cancelled his voter's card and his documents from Sikkim, and he moved to Bengal. He transferred all his documents there. Then he contested as a candidate of the Trinamool Congress under Mr. Mamata Banerjee's party's leadership from Bengal as a Darjeeling candidate for the Member of Parliament seat. After that, he contested also from Siliguri subsequently. You take the case of Dr. Manmohan Singh. What else can I give? More example. the fantastic economist and Prime Minister of India. Even for the Rajya Sabha, he had filed for the Rajya Sabha to eligible to get elected for the Rajya Sabha from Assam. As you know, the election of the Rajya Sabha members are done by the Legislative Assembly members. So, but still he had to get himself registered in Assam so that he was eligible to be elected by the Legislative Assembly members of Assam to the Rajya Sabha. The biggest example is our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He's from Gujarat. He's contesting from Varanasi. So he also had to shift all his documents to UP. And then today he's contesting as the Honorable Prime Minister for the third time. So I think I've given an explanation which is very clear. But yes, I would like to make one small statement here. National integration सबैभन्दा ठुलो कुरा हो आजको दिनमा देशमा. अनि यो सानो सानो कुरा लिएर हामीले वाद-विवाद ननिकालेर, if you look at it from the entire angle of the nation, anyone can go. I've been supporting Sikkimists everywhere. I'm a big goodwill ambassador of Sikkim. Anywhere I go, even Europe, where I'm the partner for the project called Soccer Skills Pro, I'm going to invite you personally one day to come there, and you will hear with your own ears, and you will see that I've made Sikkim a very big factor in all that I say and all that I do out there. Because as I said, I'm very grateful, very grateful to Sikkim and Sikkimese people, and I'm going to return that love in the form of, if the people wills, by electing me as the member of parliament, I will prove that there is a lot of things to be done.
As you mentioned, है तपाईले लजिकली यसलाई आर्गुमेन्ट राख्नुभयो कि एउटा एलिजिबल नागरिक भएर, बोनाफाइड नागरिक भएर भारतको कुनै पनि ठाउँबाट लड्न पाउँछ भन्ने राख्नुभयो है. र यसमा अर्को विवाद के पनि आएको थियो भन्दाखेरि सिक्किमको आफ्नै मुद्दाहरू छ, आफ्नै इस्युजहरू छ है, र यो इस्युजहरूलाई यहीँको बासिन्दाले बुझ्न सक्छ भन्ने कुरा अघि आयो है. र कसरी नन सिक्किमिजले सिक्किमिजको प्रब्लम्सहरू, इस्युजहरूलाई बुझेर यसलाई पार्लियामेन्टसम्म राख्न सक्छ भन्ने पनि कुरा आयो है. यसमा के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ?
This is also a fantastic question that you're putting up on behalf of the people. जुन व्यक्तिहरूले यो कुरा राख्दैछ, मैले अहिले भनेको हो कि I am here for the last 32 years. 32 वर्ष is not a small amount of time. I'm well aware of the socio-economic situation. I have been associated with a national political party as a general secretary. I would not like to name them in this particular program because that would look as if I'm talking about them, not my candidature as an independent. But I have been the national general secretary, state general secretary, and the ethos of Sikkim, the problems which Sikkimese people are facing, or even from the administrative angle, improvements that needs to be done. I know about the Limbu Tamang issue. For your kind information, I was your own Sikkimese people. I will name the person concerned. He was the president of the Limbu Tamang Volunteers Committee. Yang Shong. Yeah. So Yang Shong and his entire group approached me when I was general secretary of that national party, state level, and I was appointed as the advisor to the LTVC. अनि मैले उहाँहरूलाई लिएर दिल्लीमा गएर maximum ministers who are connected with this particular firm, even members of parliament who can help us to raise this very important issue in parliament and seek their support and cooperation. Mr. Yang Shong himself will say that. Another person whom I can quote is a very eloquent member who is going to contest the elections from Sangha, Mr. Sitan Tashi, who is now a BJP candidate. He was not getting appointments at that time to meet the ministers. So in the hotel that I was staying, along with Yang Shong, he contacted Yang and then he came. I received him with a lot of respect. He deserves respect. He's a senior politician. Now he's a politician. I always remember him as a president of the CBLAC. And he was also there for to garner support, Limbu Tamang issue ko lagi. So I was there. Even when the Karmapa issue came up, and our Buddhist monks were on fast in Jantar Mantar, our Honorable Chief Minister, who was then an opposition minister, Mr. Prem Singh Tamang Gole, he was there. In fact, he was the one, he must be listening to this program. He was the one who goaded me to tell me that since you're the General Secretary, you should get some ministers from the BJP into Jantar Mantar to speak and give inspiration to the monks who are on a relay fast. So I immediately responded, we got someone, a very eloquent speaker, and that day Jantar Mantar was reverberating with claps for the Sikkimese monks that they were trying to do something, given the fact that they believed that the Karmapa should be here. I'm just giving two examples. As a sports person, as I said, I have always been thinking कि सिक्किमलाई जस्ट नाउ यु सेड कि सिक्किमको इथोस सिक्किमको प्रब्लम्सहरूलाई कसरी म सिन्स आई एम आइडेन्टिफाइङ माइसेल्फ सो मेनी इयर्स हेभ पास्ट we are blaming our Sikkimese boys and girls, I'm talking about the younger generation, that they are getting, attracted to other things other than things that they should do. Some of them are becoming drug addicts and so on and so forth. I would like to make a very simple, put up a simple question. We should have completely and totally devoted ourselves. I'm not blaming anyone in particular, but we should have devoted to create infrastructure, to create equipments, to create grounds, to create stadiums all over the state. It's a small state. It was possible. And it is possible. And it is going to be possible. We can prove that. So that the younger generation kids could have trained, could have come up into the national level, international level. Sikkim is full of talent. Full of talent. We are talking about Baishung Bhutia. Yes, we should. He is an iconic captain of the Indian national team and from our state. Yes, we should talk. But I'm telling you, and I'm telling you authentically as a sports person and a person who has been doing a lot of work in this particular field, Zabardast talents are Sikkim. Zabardast. There are 30,000, 40,000 Baishung Bhutias, which we can come up, which they can come up into a very nice way, in a proper manner, if we bring them up in different age group level trainings and all. Coming to the socio-economic sector, which you said about Sikkim, how can I project myself as a representative? I know for sure that kata na kata, there are so many areas where we need to work. The health sector, it needs to really, it needs to be galvanized and it has to be brought up in a very proper way. तरिकाले चाहिँ हामीले काम गर्नु पर्यो. अहिले बुढापाकाहरूको, those who are not able to really look after themselves financially, still now projects are there. We are talking about so many things, but when it comes to the ground level, it's not reaching them. So as an MP, I think that this is one sector which has to be looked into very, very seriously, because after all, they are our voters. Today in this election, this meeting that I'm here on my behalf, I personally feel that if we don't look into the health sector of the people, of the state, of the younger generation, they are our dharohar. They are the ones who are going to take the state forward. So health is a very important area. Now when we talk about tourism, there is endless opportunity for developing tourism, endless opportunity. And because I'm connected with Europe in the Soccer Skills Pro, I've been talking about all these factors with even government level officials in some of the countries with whom we are working already in the Soccer Skills Pro. Now, I think funds, I think projects, and I think many things can be brought here into Sikkim if a proper representation is done. Another thing is, which you said very correctly, Parliament ma, somewhere, unless and until you know how to work, how to create a working atmosphere, as a single MP, you can do a lot of work, which if you can ask me the questions subsequently, I will give you the answers to that. So I don't think there is anyone holding me back. And as far as experience is concerned, inclination is concerned, intention is concerned, genuine intention is concerned, I think I can take up this matter in a very, very serious manner. Kata pani kamzori chaina mero. I am an analyst. I am a research fellow. I always do a lot of research and analysis. So I know that what it needs to be done. And as far as, again, one last sentence on this particular question, I love Sikkim. I will do anything for Sikkim and for the Sikkimese people. And that is what is going to propel me to be a proper representative of the state in the parliament, if I get a chance.
As you mentioned, अलिकति अगाडि तपाईले भन्नुभयो you were the general secretary of Sikkim unit of one national party. त्यो नेसनल पार्टी अहिले सिक्किममा यसले आफ्नो इम्प्रिन्ट बनाउन कोसिस गरिरहेको छ है, यसमा सक्रिय पनि बनिरहेको छ। र तपाईँ यस वर्षको जुन पार्लियामेन्ट्री इलेक्सन छ यसमा इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेटको रूपमा उठ्नु भएको छ। किन तपाईले त्यही पार्टीबाट पार्टीको टिकट लिएर उठ्न सोच्नु भएन?
That's another, thank you for this question again. यस्तो थियो कि when I was busy after the 201, I'm talking about 2017, 18, 19, I was in Europe. I was deeply associated with the development of football and promotion. And then after that, when I came back, unfortunately, the COVID situation happened. So things went out of control for the whole world. And political activities practically came to a standstill. And since I thought at that particular point of time that I would be able to do much more in a quiet and proper manner to build up on whatever we have done in the project, Soccer Skills Pro. I concentrated on that. But social issues, my indication, my focus was always there. So I was always in touch with the people, trying to do something or the other. आजको दिनमा मलाई गर्व छ यो कुरा गर्नुको लागि गर्दाखेरि कि when during the COVID situation, practically every one of us was at home. I had come down to the DC office, requested the DC to give me permission to take out my car and serve food to the doctors who were not getting proper food and who were staying in different hotels. So my social work was going on. And what I'm trying to say, it's not a very big thing. It was my duty to do that because doctors were serving the people and under difficult circumstances. So that was the reason. The continuity in the political atmosphere for me with the National Political Party was a little bit away because I was more into the other things. So that was maybe one of the reasons. And in the meantime, there was a change in the leadership of that national party. And some of my very good friends, they are now in the party. And the system has been set very nicely. I think I wish them well. I wish all the candidates well. I wish the entire political fraternity, not only in Sikkim, everywhere in India, all the best for this coming elections. So that is the reason why I felt that I still have a role to play. And I'm not far away from the policies that are genuinely good for the people of Sikkim or for the nation. I appreciate all the good work that is being done by the central government. I appreciate all the good work that is being done even by the state government. So everything is at a proper level. And I feel, त्यस कारणले मलाई यसो फिल हुँदैछ कि यो इलेक्सनमा without disturbing the status quo that national party has established now in the state, I can always serve the people even as an independent. But my thoughts are not very far away from the genuinely good thoughts which other political parties have. Yesterday, I would like to mention about Bharat Vasnetji, whom I heard very, very intently. He's a senior politician, very good friend. And I think it was quite an impressive show. So I definitely wish that every one of us, all the 14 candidates, they put up their views and they come up and prove, as you said very correctly, that they are also capable of serving the people of the state in the assembly, in the parliament.
तपाईँलाई एउटा इन्स्ट्यान्स है सिक्किमको जब तपाईँ इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेटको रूपमा उठ्नु पार्टीबाट उठ्नु भएको छैन है कुनै पार्टीबाट संलग्न नभइकन उठ्नु भएको चाहिँ इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेटको रूपमा र केही दिन अघि मात्र सिक्किमको राज्यसभा एमपी जो वर्तमान यो जुन पास्ट 5 इयर्स हुन्थ्यो यसमा उहाँ एमपी हुनुहुन्थ्यो सिक्किमबाट राज्यसभा एमपी र उहाँले कुरा गर्नुहुँदै थियो कि सिन्स उहाँ अपोजिसन पार्टीबाट एमपी हुनुहुन्थ्यो र सिक्किममा अर्कै पार्टीको गभर्मेन्ट थियो र जो कुरा उहाँले पार्लियामेन्टमा लगेर राख्नुहुन्थ्यो त्यो कुरालाई स्टेट गभर्मेन्टले सपोर्ट गरिदिएन त्यही कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो कुराहरू त्यहाँबाट पास हुन सकेन यो फ्रुटफुल हुन सकेन भनेर उहाँले भन्नुभयो सिन्स तपाईँ एउटा इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेट हुनुहुन्छ भोलिको दिनमा तपाईँ जितेर जानु भएर तल पार्लियामेन्टमा स्टेट गभर्मेन्ट त अर्कै पार्टीको हुन्छ कुनै न कुनै पार्टीको हुन्छ है सो त्यति बेला प्रब्लम हुँदैन जस्तो लाग्दैन किनभने तपाईँ सिन्स पार्टीसँग संलग्न हुँदैन न त नेसनल पार्टी न त स्टेट पार्टीसँग त्यति बेला कस्तो सिचुएसनहरू उत्पन्न हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्दैन तपाईँलाई
What a fantastic question again. Very, very relevant question. The reason is simple again. When we talk about being a single MP, एउटा single MP भनेर यो कुरा I think अलिकति हामीले साइडमा राख्नुपर्छ because in parliament all the MPs are together. It's one block. 545 MPs are together, okay, for the nation. So no one is alone. If you say that there is one single MP from Sikkim, it is not correct. We are part of that entire group of lawmakers. We are called as lawmakers once you get elected into the parliament. Now, जुन राज्यसभा एमपी साहबको बारेमा तपाईँले कुरा गर्नुभयो with due respects to him, there is a very important statement which we should always remember as a politician. There is no enmity in politics. There should not be any enmity in politics, number one. I'm firmly of that opinion that we should not have any enmity. In the interest of the state, everyone should come together. So whether you are an opposition MP or whether you belong to the ruling party. And this goes for both the sides. I'm talking about both the sides. If he was not getting cooperation from the state government because he was an opposition MP, it's very sad. I'm very unhappy to hear this. Because after all, if he's talking anything with regard to the improvement of facilities or other things for the state, creating of infrastructure, equipment for the state, it has to be supported by the state government also, whether they are from belonging to different political parties. That is one. Second, you have asked me if I'm an independent candidate, how will I handle this type of a situation? Because maybe the state government will be, of course, I'm an independent candidate, means the state government will belong to a certain party. Here, the understanding that a person, as a member of parliament, who has to work for the state, in the interest of the state, he has to go out of his way to create a congenial atmosphere to talk to the government that here I am, as a representative, representing the interest of the state. State government is also doing the same work. There's hardly any difference. So let us look into the parameters, areas where we can agree and we can take forward the matter to parliament. त्यो चाहिँ गर्नैपर्छ, अन्डरस्ट्यान्डिङ चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ. अर्को एउटा कुरा चाहिँ म क्लियरली भन्दैछु कि मेबी फ्रम सिक्किम वी आर आई मे बी अ सिंगल एमपी, बट फ्रम द नॉर्थ ईस्ट देयर आर सो मेनी एमपीज. सो इफ यू फॉर्म अ कोजेंट ग्रुप of MPs together from the Northeast and work in the interest of the Northeast together with the interest of the state, that's it. Our word will be heard. Our voice will be heard. The floor coordination हुनुपर्छ. Even if you belong to an opposition bloc and the government of the day is from another bloc, त्यहाँ पनि floor coordination हुनुपर्छ. पार्लियामेन्टमा तपाईँले सुन्नुभयो होला, so many times we have seen, and I'm lucky, very lucky that when I was the General Secretary of the National Party, I had many opportunities to be in Parliament in the gallery. I used to particularly go there and I used to hear eloquent speakers speaking, how they're placing the bills, how the bills are being passed. So I have obtained a lot of experience as far as parliamentary affairs and parliamentary proceedings are concerned. I think there is no hindrance. Intention is more important. What you want to do. Capability is very important. The will to learn. You have to establish very good relationship with everybody. Then only it is possible. Rigid bhayera hundaina. Even state politics ma rigid bhayera hundaina. Different political parties with different viewpoints will be there. That shalinta cha huनुपर्छ. We should send a correct message to the younger generation. कि हामी गाली गलौज. We should not do anything which is going to create a bad impression in the minds of the younger generation. I am all for the younger generation. Today, I am here to assure you and to assure the people of the state that if I am given the opportunity, my life will be dedicated to bring about a qualitative change in the approach that the younger generation will have towards their life and towards politics and towards socio-political economic situation which has to undergo a drastic change in the days to come to make Sikkim truly a wonderful state, a model state, and a state for which I think the whole of Sikkim and the entire nation will be proud of.
जुन यो 24को यो पार्लियामेन्ट्री इलेक्सन्स र सिक्किम विधानसभा स्पेसली एउटा इलेक्सन्स भइरहेको छ, एउटा क्रुसियल इलेक्सन्स भनेर कतिपयले बताइरहेको छ. पार्लियामेन्ट्री झन् क्रुसियल किनभने 2026मा गएर डिलिमिटेसनको कुराहरू पनि छ है. र यसमा जो क्यान्डिडेट्सहरू अहिले आएको छ लिस्ट 14 क्यान्डिडेट्स हुनुहुन्छ, जसमा नेसनल पार्टीबाट पनि हुनुहुन्छ, स्टेट पार्टिजबाट पनि, रिजनल पार्टिजबाट हुनुहुन्छ पनि, इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेट्सहरू पनि हुनुहुन्छ. र यसमा दुईजना क्यान्डिडेट्सको म नाम लिन चाहन्छु, जो हो सिक्किमको अहिले वर्तमानमा सरकारमा रहेको सिक्किम क्रान्तिकारी मोर्चा पार्टीको क्यान्डिडेट हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँ सिटिङ एमपी हुनुहुन्छ है. र जुन विपक्षीमा रहेको एमपी सिक्किम डेमोक्रेटिक फ्रन्ट पार्टीबाट क्यान्डिडेट हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँ पूर्वमा 2 पटक एमपी गरिसक्नु भएको छ, मिस्टर पिटी राई. र यहाँ कुरा के आएको छ भन्दाखेरि यो सिन्स यो क्रुसियल इलेक्सन हो र 2026मा डिलिमिटेसन छ र अन्य धेरै मुद्दाहरू पनि छ. यो वर्ष जब एमपीलाई चुज गरिन्छ गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मानिसहरूले एक्सपिरियन्स्ड एमपी जो बसिसकेको छ सिटिङ एमपी र फर्मर एमपीहरू हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूलाई नै चुज गर्नुपर्छ, किनभने उहाँहरूलाई एक्सपिरियन्स छ त्यहाँको त्यो जुन पार्लियामेन्टमा वर्किङ्सहरू छ, त्यहाँको इनर वर्किङ्सदेखि लिएर प्रोसिड्युर्सहरूको एक्सपिरियन्स छ. त्यही कारण चाहिँ अब चाहिँ नयाँलाई नभएर एक्सपिरियन्सलाई दिनुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा अघि आएको छ है. सिन्स तपाईँ फर्स्ट टाइम कन्टेस्ट गर्नुहुँदैछ, विल दिस नट बी अ हिन्ड्रेन्स तपाईँको लागि?
Well, I have just now I've said that I had the good fortune as the General Secretary of a national party to be in Delhi many a times with my top leaders. I always have been a good learner. I wanted to learn more and more. So I went to Parliament many a times. I have been in touch with the topmost leadership. 2016 when Mr. Narendra Modi ji, our Honorable Prime Minister, visited Sikkim, we had a big meeting with so many other groups also, in which the Bharatiya Janata Party activists, karyakartasharuसँग पनि meeting भएको थियो. And I'm happy to tell you, I will share that photograph if required with the Sikkim Chronicle. At that time, the state president of that party was sitting 3 or 4 chairs on my right. The sitting MLA from Gangtok, Mr. Vaiti Lepcha was somewhere else. Mr. Laten Sherpa, again, one of the independent candidates now for the election, was also there somewhere else. And Mr. Modi ji, then I'm very happy to share with you, the Prime Minister came and sat next to me. I was the one who was conducting this program. Sikkim ko लागि के गर्नुपर्छ, everything we had planned out and we were sharing. Dr. Jitendra Singh, Minister in charge of PMO, he had landed 3 days before to arrange for that visit. I developed a very good rapport with him. Mr. Rajnath Singh ji is a very, very senior politician with whom I respect a lot. Practically all the top brass, the Chief Minister of Goa, who is no more, Mr. Manohar Parrikar, I was very close to him. I worked with all these people and I have seen them functioning in Parliament. He was the Defence Minister also. Later on, he moved as the Goa Chief Minister. So I'm not lacking in experience. I have attained a certain age. I have been into politics. I've been into social work. I've been into sports. And that is one of the reasons why I feel that this is not going to be a hindrance. On the contrary, I would say that I would appreciate what you're saying, that PD Rai ji, he has been a MP for 2 terms. If I get elected, I will definitely go and meet him and I will request him to share his experiences with me so that I can be a cogent and very effective MP. So that is not going to be a problem at all. Plus this long list of MPs who are there with the National Party with whom I was associated with as a General Secretary, they are always there. So that will not be a problem at all as far as I am concerned. As far as the thinking pattern is concerned, yes, I think the people think correctly. Maybe an experienced person would this can matter. But in my case, I think a new doctor who is taking charge of a hospital and who is competent and who is experienced in his own way and who is able to galvanize his other doctors and other paramedic staff. And if he's able to give a good show, and if the hospital runs very well, then I think that is itself is a credit. So I personally feel really so कि मलाई लाग्छ कि सिक्किमको जनताले यसपालि चाहिँ अलिकति अर्कै टाइपले सोचेर my supporters, my well-wishers, my very, very close friends and their relations, I'm getting a lot of support. Terrific amount of support. There is going to be a qualitative change in what I think people are expecting. Maybe the independent candidates are pushovers or things like that. It is not going to happen. You will see, the entire state will see. And some of the things that I'm saying now, and in future that will really make a qualitative difference. But one thing is certain, I respect all my opponents. I respect PD Rai ji. I respect even Indrahan Subba. I was expecting a lot of things. Even today, I should say, he's a young generation parliamentarian, very educated, very handsome. And I wish him, his party, and all the other politicians, or even the candidates who are fighting the elections, to come out victorious in their own way. Do well for the state. Intention should be that you serve the state with true intensity, with honesty, with sincerity, with dedication. That is the more important thing. सिक्किमलाई माया गर्नु भन्नु एउटा कुरा हो अनि माया गरेर देखाउनु एउटा कुरा हो. I want to show that I can do that because 32 years if I've been here and if the people of Sikkim have accepted me, that's what I want to prove. I have to return back that love with interest. A lot of interest, I would like to give it back to Sikkim.
As you mentioned, जो experienced leaders हुनुहुन्छ, why do you think that people of Sikkim should vote for you and you are the better choice अन्यहरू भन्दाखेरि?
In the, pardon me?
Yeah, तपाईलाई सिक्किमेजहरूले चाहिँ why should they vote for you? तपाईँ better choice भनेर किन तपाईँलाई भोट गर्नु? अन्यलाई हेर्दा पनि किनभने एक्सपिरियन्स लिडर्सहरू हुनुहुन्छ, देयर इज भरत बस्नेत सिजन पोलिटिसियन हुनुहुन्छ, अनि इन्डिपेन्डेन्स क्यान्डिडेट हुन्छ. यति क्यान्डिडेट्स हुँदा पनि तपाईँलाई किन भोट गर्नु पर्यो सिक्किमेले?
See, I do not have any doubts about the intentions of the others. I'm sure all of them would like to serve the state. As I said, I wish them well. And everyone has their own qualities. Bharatji has spoken yesterday. PD Rai ji will definitely speak in the days to come. And everyone knows that this. Now here, the question comes, why they should vote for me? To bring in a qualitative change in the life of the people of Sikkim, which we are observing since a long time. For quite some time we are observing. And what the role of the parliamentarian so far, thus far, his experience, no doubt. He has been a 2-time parliamentary. That's an advantage, no doubt. But we have to, अहिले मूल्याङ्कन गर्ने time आएको छ कि member of parliament, as a member of parliament, those who have been in parliament, what have they been able to do thus far? In comparison to what some of the parliaments who are doing excellent job in other states, and those who have risen higher and higher and higher because of their hard work, sincerity, and competence, and planning, and understanding of the ethos of what is needed. I have, without being critical, please don't, I don't want my audience to take it in a negative way, but then I would like to say that what needed to be done for Sikkim as parliamentarians, a lot of things have not been done. A lot of things, which has to be taken up from now onwards. And we have to bring up the younger generation to the fore. We have to bring them up, train them up, side by side. I would like to assure you, and this is the plan that I have got, if I get elected, all the 6 districts, there will be very, very coaching groups that I would like to set up to bring up the latent talent in the younger generations so that they understand what is needed. How many central projects have been sanctioned by the center for the benefit of the state? Do we have all the data? How many has gone back without being implemented? There are so many areas which we need to look at in a proper way. Qualitative change has to come. Qualitative change has to come. And जुन फेसिलिटिजहरू सेन्ट्रल गभर्मेन्टले थ्रु द पार्लियामेन्ट लेजिस्लेसन्सहरू हुँदैछ जे जे गर्नु हामीले कर लाग्छ हामीलाई, that also has to be done. And there are so many burning issues which you said, I'm sure some of them you will be putting up in front of me during the subsequent questions that is going to come up. Yes, we need to look at it in a very nice way. अनि राम्रोसँगले सोचेर सम्झेर विशेषज्ञहरूसँग बसेर कुरा गरेर. And that is the most important thing. A single parliament, we say, I'm a single parliamentarian. We are not. You should know how to do your work for the benefit of the state. And it also देखिनु पर्यो. People should feel and people should see after 5 years that all these years what has been done, and in this 5 years what has been done. In this 5 years, if we have given Shyamal Pal a chance, as a person who loves Sikkim, as a person who can do anything for Sikkim, if we give him a chance, what is he going to do and what has he done in the next 5 years? That will be the parameter. And this question that you're putting up, you should put up to me after the 5 years.
So if you are elected to the parliament, सिक्किमको लोकसभा एक मात्र छ है, तपाईको इन्क्लाइनेसन कतापट्टि हुन्छ? सिन्स यु वे एसोसिएटेड विथ वान नेसनल पोलिटिकल पार्टी, इन्क्लिनेसन कहाँपट्टि हुन्छ? किनभने सिक्किमको जुन 2वटा प्रमुख दलहरू अहिले प्रतिस्पर्धामा छ, सिक्किम डेमोक्रेटिक फ्रन्ट एन्ड एसकेएम, दुवै एनडिएको अलायन्स पार्टनर्सहरू है, एनडिएको अलायन्स पार्टनर्सहरू, र इफ यु आर इलेक्टेड तपाईको अलायन्स कहाँसम्म हुन्छ, कहाँसम्म इन्क्लाइन्ड हुनुहुन्छ तपाईँ, वेदर इट इज युपिए अर एनडिए?
Again, this question has got I have to answer it in 2 or 3 points. First is, as you have said, that both the national state parties, SKM and SDF, are inclined towards the NDA. Yeah. And are you sure about that?
Yeah, they are the alliance partners of NDA.
No, this thing...
both the parties.
SKM is?
SKM is and SDF was.
SDF was.
And it still is, yeah.
Okay. Having said that, yes, I have been the general secretary of a national political party. My ethos, this I've been brought up in that particular atmosphere. But yes, as a parliamentarian, you need to look at it on its entirety. Any legislation that is in the interest of the nation, especially in the interest of my state, Sikkim, has to be taken. A deep look we have to take from that angle, and whatever is in the interest of the people in general, because as a parliamentarian, when you take oath, once again, after the elections are over, you take oath not for Sikkim or not for a particular parliamentary constituency. You are a parliamentarian for the whole nation. Like a minister takes oath for the whole nation. He is not that time a minister only for that party which he belongs to. So I don't think that should be a problem. NDA, if they do some good work, which they are doing, Narendra Modi ji has done a lot of good work. He has received support also. Even some opposition leaders have also supported him in certain cases. As far as I'm concerned, as an independent MP, it is not necessary that I have to go into any bloc. My bloc will be India bloc. I'm talking about India, the nation, not UP. Not UP. So that's my answer. And I think in due course of time, slowly, I feel that is what I want to look at. The younger generation should look at the country on the whole, when it comes to development, when it comes to international relations, when it comes to developing top-class level relations with the corporate sector. Sikkim has got tremendous amount of potential, as I said. So whatever needs to be done, and for that reason, if I have to go to NDA or if I have to go to UPA to seek support from the MPs of different blocks, I'll definitely do that.
धेरै विषयहरूमा चर्चा गर्न थियो तर समयको अभावले एउटा प्रश्न चाहिँ तपाईँसँग राख्न मन लाग्यो यो चाहिँ किनभने सिक्किमको एउटा बर्निङ इस्यु हो र एउटा चर्चाको विषय बनेको छ भने सिक्किमले यसलाई धेरै वर्षदेखि अपोज पनि गरिरहेको छ सबै पार्टीले अपोज गरिरहेको छ केवल एक दुईवटा रिजनल पार्टिजहरूलाई छोडेर है जो हो सिटिजनसिप अमेन्डमेन्ट एक्ट यसलाई लिएर सिक्किममा ठुलो विरोध भइरहेको छ किनभने यो चाहिँ सिक्किममा लागू हुनुहुँदैन भन्ने कुरा छ है सिन्स तपाईँ नन सिक्किमिज हुनुहुन्छ यानि अब यहाँको जुन एउटा मूलवासीहरू हुनुहुन्छ है इन्डिजिनियस छ तपाईँ हुनुहुन्न भने यसमा लिएर तपाईँको के प्रतिक्रिया छ तपाईँ के धारणा राख्नुहुन्छ कि सिटिजनसिप अमेन्डमेन्ट एक्ट सिक्किममा लागू हुनुपर्छ या पर्दैन यसमा तपाईँको के क्लियर स्ट्यान्ड छ
See, once again, I would like to clarify that I refuse to acknowledge the fact that I'm a non-Sikkimist. I am a Sikkimist. I'm making it very clear. I consider myself to be a Sikkimist because 30 years, as I said, 30 plus years is not a small time. I love this state. So whatever is in the interest, as I said, I will do. Now, CAA, the Citizenship Act that you are talking about, Amendment Act, we need to look at it from different angles also at the same time. I'm not talking about my stand. I'm talking about the stand of the central government which has brought forward this. I have my own issues on this matter. And I am in agreement with a lot of my friends from Sikkim that there are areas which needs to be looked into very, very minutely. It has got nothing to do with my connection with the National Party as a General Secretary. My own formation of thoughts is in place. If I am not wrong, on the 31st of December 2014, before that, those who have come into India are eligible to apply for this particular citizenship. Yeah. And if you again look at this act, if you dissect it properly, it is meant for those minorities in the vicinity of our country, that is Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh especially, where it has been clear many a times that the Hindus who are in the minority in these countries, or for that matter even Buddhists, or for that matter even Christians, they find it that they are being persecuted in these three countries. That has been the broader outlook. Even United Nations has also come out with their observations on this. International organizations have also come up. Amnesty International has come out with those observations. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean that everyone is doing persecution. The entire country is doing persecution. That is also not the case. So identification of those areas with the governments of those three countries also needs to be done very effectively. That is one part. But looking at the ethos of the central government who are talking about the CAA, if there are any genuine cases, case to case, they are saying, if you look at it, the central government is saying that they are not going to give it blanket. When the applications are made, that they are being persecuted, they will have to come out with an application which will be dealt with on a case-to-case basis, not on a blanket level. Ayo ani diyo, that is not the case. त्यो चाहिँ हुँदै हुँदैन एउटा कुरा अर्को कुरा के छ कि जुन अपोजिसन यहाँ छ सिक्किमको they should be able to, I mean I'm talking about our people, Sikkimists, we should be able to specify ourselves also कि in which areas are we opposing the CAA. So when we have a debate in parliament house amongst us, we should always have our point of view. These are the areas where we disagree. These are the areas that the government is saying. These are the areas that we disagree. And this is what I feel is not there at this particular point of time. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. If people who are opposing, they should come out with their point of view also. They have got a right. This is a democratic country, free country. They should be able to convince that, okay, this is how it is. I personally feel, my stand is more with the people of Sikkim on the CAA. Because there are so many areas where you cannot really chalk out. When have they applied? When did they come in? What are the parameters to prove whether they're saying is correct or not? And then the thoughts which are there in the mind of the opposition, that it is going to persecute a certain section of the this thing, population, that is the Muslim community, that also has to be looked into. The government of India has to come out clearly and assuage the feelings of the Sikkimese people, the Northeast people, anyone for that matter who is opposing CAA. So I personally feel that we should not hurry through. तर एउटा कुरा चाहिँ भएको छ, that is what you will come to know, that I am conversant with what is happening in Parliament. This law has been already passed 4 years back, but the rules have not been framed. How to implement them?
No, rules were released just back into February.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, the rules were not. I'm coming to that.
yeah.
The rules were not passed. Just now, before the elections, the matter has come up. So, what is what the opposition saying, that the present government, central government, led by the National Party, is trying to polarize the voters. So now these are the political statements of this side and that side. As an independent candidate who is going to represent the state, if I get elected, I have to steer clear of this political imbroglio and come out with solutions to the problem. Our stand should be very clear that I am going to represent the state, what my state wants, what the people of Sikkim wants. The majority of the people of Sikkim wants that we are opposing CAA. I will sit with them, chalk out the points which are very, very clearly stated, that these are the areas where we disagree. And I'll put it up in Parliament, because I am representing not my previous national political party as a General Secretary. I am representing the people of Sikkim. I am going to represent the people of Sikkim as the Member of Parliament. So I will definitely put forth the points and views of my people.
Okay. So we'll end this conversation किनभने धेरै लम्बा छ है। अन्तमा तपाईले सिक्किमको भोटर्सहरूलाई, आफ्नो समर्थकहरूलाई, सपोर्टर्सहरूलाई के अपिल गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ?
मेरो चाहिँ appeal, if I can say so, is this, that we have seen many politicians, we have seen a lot of happenings in the political atmosphere of Sikkim and in the country. Genuinely with feelings, with expertise, with expert level of knowledge, wisdom, experience, with a long-standing record of service to the nation and to the state for that matter, and to have a very, very clear vision for the younger generation of Sikkim. I want to make a qualitative change with the help and support of the people of Sikkim, to see to it that as a team we bring out that particular change and we give an opportunity youthहरूलाई चाहिँ जबरदस्त एउटा opportunities हामी create गरिदिउँ, so that we can give them the opportunity to rise up, showcase their talent not only in Sikkim, at the national level and at the international level. And I want to create Sikkim as a powerhouse in sports. सिक्किमलाई चाहिँ इन्डियामा र इन्टरनेसनल लेभलमा एउटा पावर हाउस इन स्पोर्ट्स आई वान्ट टु सी, एन्ड आई वान्ट सिक्किम टु बी अ मोडल स्टेट, सो द्याट एभ्री वान, especially from the tourism sector and other sectors, we are now the first organic state, so we need to further work on that particular area, bring about qualitative changes in everything that we do with sincerity and honesty, and be able to prove to the whole world that Sikkim is a state where we can look forward to and hold our head in pride that we as Sikkimese have been able to do that. We are talking about Singapore, we are talking about so-and-so, we are talking about Dubai. Sikkim is a small state, and I'm sure in the days to come, if we work together and if we work with vision, a visionary approach, the time is not very far. This 5 years will prove that we are moving in the right direction to create something which we have been craving for. I wish Sikkim all the best. I wish all my well-wishers, my supporters, in fact, everyone in Sikkim, all the best. I wish all the candidates also all the best, that this is a celebration time it's a festival of democracy, and we should do it with a lot of sincerity and honesty, and with peace and tranquility in our mind. Sikkim is a peaceful state. Let us maintain that. Let us make it more beautiful. And with this prayer in my lip, I will always pray for the success, well-being, and in happiness of Sikkim and the Sikkimese people. And before I end, I would like to once again thank Sikkim Chronicle for giving me this opportunity to share my views. धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद. अनि म चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ apologize I will do. I will apologize because I'm speaking more in English, but then that doesn't make any difference. I think if I get elected, I think I'll be a very good speaker in the parliament in English.
Can you also please talk about this thing, logo?
Logo.
Yeah.
Can you please focus on this?
Yeah, you can just
Okay. Okay. This is my logo. This is a football player kicking the ball. As I'm connected with the game of football in a very big way all through. I'm the first national football referee of Sikkim, and today a technical director and a partner for the project called Soccer Skills Pro for the whole of Asia. I have selected this particular symbol, which is synonymous with the entire population of Sikkim. Sikkim loves football. Sikkim population is directly connected with the welfare and with the game of football. And the younger generation, I would like to ask them to focus on this. In the list of candidates, when you will be going to vote, you will find my name right in the end. You will find my name right in the end as the independent. You don't have to search in those 14 candidates. You can go straight down. You'll see my symbol and you can press the button. And there I will be representing you in Parliament. Thank you.
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच फर यर टाइम है अन्त धेरै जुन विषयहरू हामीले छुटेका छौँ यो आउने दिनहरूमा हामी तपाईँसँग चर्चा गर्नेछौँ भन्ने आशा पनि राख्नेछौँ अनि शुभकामना पनि छ तपाईँहरूलाई है
थ्याङ्क यू
र दर्शकवृन्द हामी यो विशेष कुराकानी यो विशेष इन्टरभ्यूमा कुराकानी गर्दै थियौँ इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेट मिस्टर श्यामल पालसँग र उहाँ यस वर्षको जुन पार्लियामेन्ट्री इलेक्सन्स भइरहेको छ सिक्किमको एकमात्र लोकसभा सिटको निम्ति यसमा इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेटको रूपमा उठ्नु भएको छ भने उहाँको नोमिनेसन्सलाई लिएर धेरै कन्ट्रोभर्सीहरू विवादहरू चर्चाहरू भएको थियो यस विषयमा उहाँले आफ्नो क्ल्यारिफिकेसन्सहरू राख्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो भने उहाँको जुन विषयहरूमा उहाँ यस वर्षको चुनावमा उत्रिनु भएको छ यस विषय पनि उहाँले आफ्नो कुराहरू राख्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो सिक्किम क्रोनिकलले लगातार रूपमा विभिन्न पार्टिजहरूबाट उठेका र विभिन्न इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान्डिडेट्सहरूको भनाइहरू उहाँहरूको तर्कहरू तपाईँहरू समक्ष पेश गर्दै आइरहेको छ भने 2024को जुन सिक्किम विधानसभा अनि पार्लियामेन्ट्री इलेक्सन्स भइरहेको छ यसको एक्सटेन्सिभ कभरेजको लागि सिक्किम क्रोनिकल फलो गर्नु नभुल्नुहोला।